I never saw so many girls with newspapers and running out there over their head and covering their hair.
I wasn't sure where he was going with that at first. I was like, what?
I've never seen that many girls on college campus, brother.
That's true. That is true. You just walk up and down Georgia Avenue.
You would have thought there was
candy store.
Oh,
candy store.
Candy store.
Absolutely.
Oh, you know what it looks like today? It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Game's going on. Yeah.
I drove by there too, and they're looking beautiful today too.
They're looking good today too.
They're looking real beautiful today.
The morning after.
Oh,
the morning
absolutely.
after.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Okay, we got off track for a little bit for a second there. But so what did you think about Obama's comeback performance here on Tuesday?
Comeback performance was strong, definitely. Two things I thought were important for sure I want to highlight was one, Mitt Romney saying that government doesn't create jobs, but then he says he can create 12 million jobs.
Right.
Like, what?
That's kind of, he wants a government job.
Right.
And he's saying that he can create 12 million jobs, but government doesn't create jobs. Yeah.
Can somebody point that out for us, please? How, he doesn't believe the government does that, but he can do it. I mean, he's got his roles of government all kind of mixed up there. And then two, finally, we got a brother up there to ask a question in one of these debates. Did you guys see that finally?
I did see the brother. What did he ask again?
He asked if he thought that President Obama felt like he had earned his
earned the second term. Yeah.
Well, it was interesting because that was a question on behalf of black people. I felt like it was a question on behalf of blacks, right? What has Obama done to earn black people's vote the second time around? He just didn't say it. But I felt like you see Hispanics and women, everybody's ready to get their little 2 cents in, but I just don't understand why the brother who asked the question was looking like Uncle Ruckus. Have you ever seen the Boondocks?
Oh, man.
Did he know like Uncle Ruckus? But why can't he just say, what have black people came out 98% of your vote. What have you done to earn a black people's vote? I feel like black people in the election are like the ugly girlfriend.
Have you seen that they don't even mention really black people at all?
They never even say the word.
They never do.
Why is this in the debate? You're absolutely right. He does not. I don't feel as though he needs to target us.
You don't think he does?
Absolutely
target us for votes? No,
absolutely not. We should stand behind him regardless. Do you see Jews and Asians not standing behind somebody because they didn't target them in a marketing ad? No.
The problem is
they know where their feet stand.
The problem is that regardless, we should do it. Anything.
We keep listening to white people set the platform for us and say, "Oh, you should care because he's not targeting you in the marketing scheme." What? Let that go. We already know he's black. Does he not look at America? Does he not know he's black?
It is fair though to say, "What have you done for us?"
What have you done?
But all black people don't feel that way. We tend to allow people to let one voice opinion for all because blacks always looked at as judged in a group and not as individuals. All of us don't feel that way.
But we are a group, and you have to ask the question, what are you going to do for us as a group? Because the facts of the matter are this. Black people as a group, 1, were the most obese, 2, were the least uneducated, 3, were the poorest out of all groups, and 4, we got the worst health care and everything else of all the other groups, and the least jobs. So what do you got to do for us? You got to look at us. You have to look at us, and black people have to stop thinking that if other groups, minorities, homosexuals, and women get rights, that somehow that's going to trickle down to us, and we just need to help other groups get rights, and we're somehow going to get the benefit of that.
You're absolutely right. We still have to fight for our rights.
Yes.
But you've allowed, just like you brought up jobs, we've allowed white people to say, "Oh my God, the job percentage unemployment rate is 7 to 8%. Oh my God, you need to stop about that." And the unemployment rate has always been 7 to 8% black people.
It's 17%. But it's 17% now we're black.
But that's not. We have always been at a disadvantage. Do you think not voting for a black man is going to give us a better advantage?
Well, do you
really think that?
No, I just think that if a white president wouldn't do it, black people would think, well, this is our one shot. We finally got a brother in there. You'd think a brother would at one time look out for our interests. I don't expect Bush.
Let's do it at home.
Romney.
Don't do it in front of CNN.
I wouldn't expect Bush, Romney, or Reagan to speak to black people, but I would expect the black president to speak to black people and say, you know what, black people, you guys are having 17%.
I've never even heard Obama say the word black.
Exactly.
Never.
That's what I'm saying. We're the ugly girlfriend who he wants to call our votes.
It's like a scarlet letter.
I do not agree.
He doesn't. I've never heard him say the word black.
You know what? But I've never seen Mitt Romney hold a black child. I've never seen Mitt Romney let a black child touch his head. I've never seen any of those things. So you know what? You can always throw the dark.
But would you expect him to?
Even more so. Show me that you can connect with my community. I know Obama can connect.
I'd rather have a job than hold a black child.
That's right.
Let me tell you, what do you think is going to get you a job? There was once upon a time when the black community was the reason you had a job. So don't we need to get back to that point?
The problem is we stopped being specific, and that's and you made a good point, and that is the point that I'm trying to make. Is at one point we did do that because we took it upon ourselves to give ourselves jobs, right? And the government and people can do that specifically. We need to talk specifically to blacks, make jobs specifically for blacks, fix education specifically for blacks.
Right, but he's not just a black president. He's not just a black president. And we all know that. So we have to give him leeway. Just like other leaders do for their groups, like I said, Jews and Asians, we need to give him leeway to do what he needs to do. We can't be combative with him when everybody else is combative with him too. He's got to have a base somewhere. I choose to be part of the
He's got a base. It's in Hollywood.
It's called liberal.
That's his base.
And you think Mitt Romney and
George Clooney, Jay-Z, George Clooney.
No, it's just the guys on all the oil companies and Viacom are the ones to support Mitt Romney. They don't come out. So they have superstars too. They have superstars too. Exactly. So it's not just that.
Domino's.
We just can't be throwing our vote away just because he's a brother. At some point, you have to ask, what are you going to do
Who's
for
the
us?
lesser of the two evils? Since we only have two choices in our fake democracy, what's the lesser of two evils? Because we got third world countries.
No, I'm just joking.
We have third world countries that have more parties than we do. So we don't even have real democracy. Let's be real. So what's the lesser?
Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. The answer to that is black people need to again reassess voting. Period. Because like I was telling somebody before, voting is not the best and most easy way for black people specifically to make impact and immediate changes in our community right now.
And what's that? What is it?
What do you think is then?
What do I think is? To make immediate changes in our neighborhood, we have to pull resources amongst ourselves, specifically from blacks. People like, and I'm just going to throw names out here, but between the black community alone, we've got millionaire and billionaire Negroes out there in the black community.
You're absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Negroes!
What we can do is, and this is huge, but black people
should be. You know the conversation is getting heavy when you say Negroes.
I had to break it down, bro. I had to break it down for HQ right there.
What do you say, Protestant, white, Caucasians, and Negroes.
You know what black people could do and what we should do? Between people like Jay-Z, Michael Jordan, John Legend, all these Oprahs, on down the line, we have enough money within the black community, build our own schools, build our own hospitals, fund our own health and nutrition centers.
You're absolutely right.
Build old jobs ourselves, all black teachers, black administrators, black.
You understand we had that at one point, right? There was a black economy and a black Wall Street prior to the Great Depression, prior to Jim Crow laws. Black people did that. We need to go back to that.
But we can't. But that stuff isn't necessarily voting. That means we need to hold people in our community accountable. I don't need nobody to necessarily.
But that means they have to go to stand up and also take losses with those people who write their checks. Say, I'm not going to write you a check anymore.
We need more makers and less takers.
And black people just say, you know what? I'm not supporting your crap, your music, your job, where else it is, unless you provide jobs, money, or resources to the black community. If you're not doing that, I'm not going to your show.
What is it?
No punch this week.
Vodka and cream.
I want punch.
Okay.
I'll take that though. You don't want that?
I'll take it, but I want some punch too.
Vodka and punch?
Yes. Whatever it is. Whatever you got over there.
Whatever it is, don't
I want it.
him. Just put some water in it.
Whatever it is.
He's ready to get bitten now.
Whatever.
We can do that all ourselves. I'm saying black people can
That's
do it.
why I got the smart part of the conversation out of the way.
Bobby, shush.
We can do that ourselves. And you're right, we did do that at one point. We just need to get back to that. And that means that black people have to hold those people accountable. I'm not going to your show. I'm not going to see your movies. I'm not doing anything unless you bring those jobs.
But we still have to elect people who can do stuff on a broader scheme, like senators, like congressmen, like Barack Obama, because we need people like that who are going to make Obamacare. People who are going to stop deregulation of Wall Street. People who regulate going back to the dollar. We need people who have some common sense, who have the greater good at hand.
Absolutely.
The Mitt Romneys of the world do not have the greater good than mine.
You know what? The best way that we can hold those people accountable and make that happen is if we had our own resources and we were occupying from a position of strength. You know, we did our stuff our own, like being in a relationship. You don't get in a relationship along with, if it's dependent, like you need them. The second that you're able to be independent and get your own food, cook your own meals, that makes you the best mate, right? And so if black people were able to do our own, fix our own schools and everything else, then we can go to a candidate and say, if you want our vote, you're going to have to show what you can do for us that we can't do for ourselves. Show me how, we can feed ourselves, we can educate ourselves, and we can help ourselves. So if you want my vote, brother, then you better do something for the black community that we ain't already doing, because internally we got it pretty good ourselves already.
As far as the minority community and black community, do you not feel the policies and the things that he's either endorsed or stopped has not directly or indirectly affected our community?
You would like to think so.
No, I do know.
You would like to think so, but the statistics just don't show that.
Who didn't have
black people, because black men, the black boys, they're still jumping out of high school at 3 times the rate of everybody else. All in the last 10 years.
Okay, but so then doesn't that slip back to him endorsing community colleges? Because guess what? More minorities attend community colleges.
Black people don't need community colleges. Black people don't need community colleges. That's the thing.
I think first of all people need all sorts of types of education. Not everybody's ready for a university education. Some people need workforce development. Some need community college. Some need university.
I would agree with that.
Plus, he was trying to keep the cost of college down in general.
Exactly, because guess what? It's become exorbitant. It's become a socio-economic
are getting too
standard.
expensive.
So he tried to bring it back down. Those are the type of overseeing policies.
Lily Ledbetter helped all women, not just black women, but all women.
No, he can lower the rate of financial aid and student loans and everything. That helps all students, and of course that'll trickle down to help.
That's how he's got to look at it, because that's the type of view that he has to have.
But if black kids aren't even graduated from high school enough to even have access to that, they aren't even graduated from college to even have access to that, then we need to go back and hit the rewind button.
Well, that's from what's that child? No Child Left Behind. I mean, it does take a while to retroactively get rid of the stuff that was in practice. So I mean, so we have to. He's still fixing the stuff that was from 8 years ago, and that includes No Child Left Behind. That's what I'm saying. Black people were so quick to attack him. We have yet to look at what exactly is going on.
We're desperate. We are desperate.
So is everybody else. So don't stand in front of us and help us.
Not everybody else, because everybody else is getting attention. Black people aren't getting.
We play the battle rap.
Oh, geez.
We play the battle rap. Let's take a break. We're getting heated in this job. We go ahead and take a break, bro.